two of our rental car, and we are on our way to Florence, Alabama and Muscle Shoals, Alabama. And the game plan is to visit the Muscle Shoals recording studio where lots and lots and lots of albums and great songs were recorded, like Aretha Franklin and the Stones, and the list goes on and on and on. Wilson Pickett, just everybody. You name a person and they probably recorded with them. So we're going there, and then maybe the Helen Keller birthplace, and maybe the Frank Lloyd Wright home in Alabama. So we have a full day ahead of us of touring and having a good time in this great state of Alabama. This has been on my list for quite a while.
Yep,
we're here. We're in Alabama, in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and we're going to go check out, yes, the famous 3614 Jackson Highway Studios. The list is endless of people who have walked right here on these same grounds, and we're going to go in and give it a tour. So excited!
That's very cool.
Yeah, rock on! We have found the Frank Lloyd Wright house right here in Florence, Alabama. Your destination is on the right. The Rosenbaum house. In front of the Frank Lloyd Wright Rosenbaum home. Here, we're going to tour it in just a moment in Florence, Alabama. It is your prairie style, built in 1940 with an addition in 1948. So if you like Frank Lloyd Wright style, these are so impressive. Wish I could live in one. It was a beautiful tour. We really enjoyed it. Oh, to live in one of these must have been fascinating. It was built in 1940. A few years later, they had 4 boys, so they added the addition here. And it's just a lovely tour. Highly recommend it. FLW rocks. There's the American Queen. Wow, she had a big parking lot. Oh my gosh. We've been in Florence and Muscle Shoals area, which are very short, 5-6 minutes apart from each other, back and forth the river. There is so much to see.
There's a lot here in this little area.
So we're going on yet another tour for today. We're going on the Miss Helen Keller's birthplace and where she grew up, her home, and it is lovely. So here we go. So this is the famous dining room where Helen and Annie had their first major food fight. It was the first morning And Annie had to close the door and start disciplining. Food fight! This is the key that she locked Annie Sullivan with and her mom in the pantry. And this is the pantry under the stairs where Helen locked her mother for several hours when she was 5 years old and learned the word key. What a key was. This is the bedroom Helen shared with Annie. There's Helen's bed and Annie's bed. And Annie was locked in this room and Dad had to rescue her through that window. That naughty Helen. And here is the famed water well, where she first learned that water and W-A-T-E-R were a word. She learned 30 words that day once it clicked, and 600 within the next couple of weeks. We walked to the end of the line on the old railroad bridge. Above is the bridge, below was an old toll road, and it's been closed for many, 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 many years. It used to be a Confederate encampment. Whole bunch of history of this bridge, but this is my favorite part of the history. At the end of the line is the Panty Bridge.
Panty tree.
The Panty Tree. And what the Panty Tree is, the legend has it, is that students from North Alabama University right here nearby would come down in this area and enjoy themselves with their partner and then throw their panties into the tree. So we found it, the Panty Bridge. Oh my goodness. And I called it the Panty Bridge again, the Panty Tree. Ta-da! Oh Lord. There it is. In all its glory. Fame Recording Studios, where it all started, right there. We're about to enter Fame Recording Studios. We have our special passes, backstage VIP. Here we go.
You guys watch your step right here.
Thank you.
Just right into that room right there.
There I am.
Step right there. A little bit of step. I love this chair. Yeah, that's one of the ones we asked not to, but yeah, it's a pretty cool, unique chair right there.
Yeah.
You may notice we have a lot of gold records on the wall, but not platinum. But it's not because these records didn't sell up to platinum. I'm Jackson Hall, and I'm Rick Hall's grandson.
There's a speakeasy in the Dry County, played by many folk, including Aretha Franklin, for Respect. Look at the wall here. Lots of stuff.
And people all said, well, Dwayne, I'm sorry, but I have a session guitarist. I really don't need another one. And this is before Dwayne Allman was Dwayne Allman. So, Dwayne said, what if I pitch my tent in your parking lot till you change your mind?
There's Dad, and he's gonna belt out a song.
Then we had artists like Steven Tyler, Michael McDonald, Alan Jackson, Demi Lovato, Kevin Moe, Kid Rock, just to name a few.
Guess I have to put your flat feet on the ground.
That's the birthplace of W.C. Handy, also known as the father of the blues, a composer, songwriter. He was actually one of the first to just actually write down his songs.
Here in downtown Florence. And we arrived just in town for a festival. This is a pretty cool Italian restaurant right in the historic district of Florence. And it is, look at that big stove. We're sitting at the bar. It's called Rigatoni's, and they're gonna make some special things for me. Very cool music and art festival happening downtown. I called it the Panty Bridge again. The Panty Tree! Ta-da! Oh, Lord.